Hello and welcome to Craft with Sarah. In this video we're going to be making a pyramid topper and turning that into a card. Pyramid is also called PYRAMAGE, and it's the technique of layering up shapes of the same design one on top of the other to create a 3D appearance. It's quite a simple card making technique, but it produces stunning results. If you're new to card making and still getting to grips with all the different types of thing you can do with your paper, pyramid toppers are a great way to start because they're simple. All it takes is straight lines which you're cutting out, but they produce a card which is really 3D and interactive and looks great. There are a couple of different types of ways you can get a pyramid topper to use on your card. Here's the first type. And this is a download which I purchased from craftyprint.com, and it's been designed by Clarke. I'll put the link to this sheet and all the other ones I'm about to show you in the description below this video, so you can go and check them out if you'd like to get them yourself. Now this one, you can see the pyramid layers are all on here, but all this is a topper that we can then stick onto a card which we create ourselves. So this is a topper kind of pyramid. You can also get ones which have a completed card front on. So again, this one's from Craftyprint and it is designed by Sue Douglas. And this time it's got the whole card front design. It's not just a little topper. And then you layer up parts of the card topper into your PYRAMAGE. This one's a little bit different to the teddy bear one because the layers are circular rather than square. And one of the lovely things about PYRAMAGE is that you can layer up in any shape you want. Now this design I have made up into a card to show you. So here it is. You can see if I tilt it, we've got all the layers in this PYRAMAGE showing a lovely 3D effect in the middle of the card. If you're short on time with your card making, then using toppers that come with the completed card front is a great way of speeding up your card making, as all the hard work's been done for you. In fact, all I had to do with this one was stick it onto a card, so I chose one with this pretty edging on it, and then do my layers, which I'll show you how to do in a minute. And then just stick some gemstones and peel-off stickers around, and that's it. That's all it was. But this is so beautiful. It's a lovely card that anyone will be thrilled to receive. To show you what I mean about the different shapes of PYRAMAGE, I've also got this one to show you. So this one is designed by Sandie Burchell, and the layers of this pyramid are all different shapes. So it's got this curvy edge around it. And then as you go down the different layers, the shape does change slightly around the edges. So this PYRAMAGE is a little bit more advanced because it's harder to cut out with all the different curves around the sheet. But again, we've got the card front and it's just going to layer up this middle bit. So this will be a really quick and easy card to make. For this tutorial though, we're going to stick with this one and just make a topper so that I can then show you how you can incorporate the pyramid or PYRAMAGE topper onto your card. So this sheet by Clarke has two different copies of the same topper on it, which is awesome for using up more of the bit of paper when you're printing it out. And each one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers on it. Now that's quite a lot for a PYRAMAGE topper. It would make a really thick card. So if you don't want all those layers, I'm going to show you a really cool way of reducing that bulk on your card while still getting the pyramid effect. So the first thing to do once your sheet is printed is to cut out all the layers. If your PYRAMAGE is square or rectangular like this one, it's kind of easiest to use a ruler and craft knife to go along the edges to make sure they're really straight, but if you don't have that, a pair of scissors will work just fine. So here are my layers, and I've kind of put them all in the correct order on the design, but just to show you them, I'll just split them out a bit. So you can see each square is a little bit smaller than the other. And how we're going to stick this is we're going to stick them in size order onto the topper with 3D foam pads, to create that 3D effect. But I'm actually not going to use all of these because my foam pads that I've got are quite thick, and if I was going to put all of these layers on, my card would not be able to fit through a letterbox, which isn't ideal. So I'm only going to use every other square. The easiest way to work this out is to put them in size order. The topper at the start, so we need the topper. Then I'm just going to remove every other square until I'm left with just 4. And these are the ones that I'm going to use on my card. When I'm making pyramid toppers into cards, I like to stick the topper to my card first before I build up the 3D layers. So I'm going to go ahead and just remove that one because I've got a copy of it here, and put these to one side for the time being. I've got a 6x6 inch card front here. It's a white card, and then I've just stuck on some glitter Christmassy paper and lined the edge with some border peel-offs. The topper of the PYRAMAGE I've put onto some gold mirror card around the edge for an extra bit of sparkle, and I'm just going to stick this to my card before I start the 3D layers. This is a double-sided tape runner, and I like this because it is very quick to add double-sided adhesive to your cards, and there's no peeling off of the backing because it does it all for you. I'm going to put this on at a bit of an angle and put that in the top there and push it down. And now I'm ready to start building up my 3D layers. Choose the next biggest square that you're using, turn it upside down, and we're going to put some 3D foam pads on the back. This is quite a small piece of paper, so I'm not going to need a huge amount of pads. I think just one on each corner and one in the middle should be plenty. If you don't have foam pads, you can use 3D foam tape or 3D glue dots or whatever else it is that you prefer to use when making 3D cards. So there we have it, 5 little bits on here. And if I peel off the backs to get that sticky side of foam pad showing through, I can then get my card back and I'm going to line it up so this square, the patterns on it, lines up with the base topper that I've already stuck down. And then I'm just going to let that drop so it's gently placed on the card. And this gives me a chance to check I'm happy with the alignment before I push it down, because once you push it down, it is on there for good. So there we go, stuck that one down. And now I've got some copies of the 2 smaller squares that I've already put the foam pads on. So if I just peel these off, we can put the next layer on. So each of these squares, we're going to do the same thing, just line it up, drop it on gently, make sure we're happy, and then push it down. And now I've got one more, and the same thing again. And there we have it, the pyramid part of the card is done. So one of the lovely things about just a PYRAMAGE topper rather than one that comes with the full card is you have all your creativity to play with on the final card that you make. If you're interested in this paper that I used, it's from the Christmas Village paper set by Hales Couple Ditch. I'll put a link in the description below. But this is a really cute paper pack. It's got loads of different characters on it, loads of penguins, and it's all glittered, which is extra special for Christmas time. I got these Merry Christmas toppers. These are made from kind of thick cardboard, and they've got 3D pads on the back. And I'm just going to place one of these onto my card. These toppers were from a website called everycraftsapound.com, which is a brilliant site. I get most of my supplies from there because it is what it says on the tin. Everything they sell is £1 each, although there are a few things that are a bit more, but in general you can buy loads of different awesome crafty things for just £1 each. So there is my card, nearly finished. The last thing I'm going to do is just add some little gemstones to the corners, because where my border peel-offs are meeting, it's a little bit messy. I'm going to cover that up with these sticky gemstones. And again, these ones are from Every Craft's a Pound as well. And there we go. Our Christmas PYRAMAGE card is finished. So if I just open it up, you can see how you've got the 3D effect from these layers. And even though I only used half of the available layers, it's still got a really nice 3D appearance. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you want to try out PYRAMAGE for yourself, you can follow the link in the description to get this sheet. Or I do have some free PYRAMAGE sheets available on my blog as well. So if you want to try it out for free, you can absolutely do that. Just head on over to craftwithsarah.com or follow the link in the description and you can grab my free card making sheets from there. I actually have over 130 different card making printables on my blog. They are all completely free, so whilst you're over there grabbing your PYRAMAGE sheets, have a look through the other ones as well, and hopefully there'll be some on there that you can use. If any of them you're not quite sure how to use them, chances are I've got a video explaining how, so subscribe to my channel to make sure you don't miss any future updates. Thank you for watching.